Welcome, Eurovision fans! It's time to talk about Cyprus at Eurovision 2019. Cyprus will be represented by Tamta with the song Replay. So Tamta is actually a Georgian Greek singer, and she's representing Cyprus this year. She moved to Greece at the age of 21, and she actually got her start as runner-up on the show Super Idol. She's been quite successful in Greece and is often termed as one of its stronger performers and singers. Tamta was actually offered the opportunity to sing Fuego last year for Cyprus, but she declined due to scheduling issues. She also mentioned in an interview that she didn't feel she was a strong enough dancer for what the song required. The writing team for this song is eerily similar from Fuego to Replay. A lot of the same writers, and Alex Papakonstantino wrote and produced the song. So what are some positives of this song? Replay is instantly identifiable. The horns, the deep bass. I love the bass in the song, and it really gives the song life. I knew that I liked the song from the first clip, the little release they did, because of that bass part. Really, the backing track frames the song quite well, with Tamta's voice complementing that quite well. This was a song that I was moving around to upon the first couple listens, a little bit of dancing, a little bit of swaying. It brings life into the contest, and it's nice to have these faster-paced songs. Yes, it's one of those fast food songs. I gotta stop the air quotes, I'm driving myself crazy at this point. And this song slows a little bit at some points and picks up again. If I had to describe the landscape of the song, I would say hilly. There's not a lot of valleys and mountains, but pretty much the whole time it's here. So, what I like about the song is that it's powerful, but it's also nice to listen to. It's one that I can listen to in the car or even while relaxing. I think the first impression was stronger with the 45-minute clips, but I'm not disappointed in this. I thought upon hearing it that I was going to love it. It was going to be I guess a stronger entry. And I'm not disappointed, but I'm not as in love with it as I thought I would be. I guess that's the good way to put it. With the clip, I thought the song was going to be even better than Fuego, but after hearing the entire song, I'm pretty sure they're close to equals, and Fuego might even be a little bit better. Can I do a review without mentioning Fuego? Well, yeah, I could, but I frame my arguments this way because I know people are instantly going to connect Fuego to this song. It's happening everywhere. Everywhere I look, all the forums, everybody is putting these songs together, so while I could do an entire review without mentioning Fuego, I think you have to because you have the same writers and there's similar themes and sounds, but these are two, to me, distinctly different songs. The song probably won't get the credit it deserves here, but the lyrics are actually quite good. They're not earth-shattering or out of this world, but they are coherent and they tell a story, unlike many songs in the pop genre. So this might be overlooked to many, but I want to bring this up. The lyrics are quite impressive for a pop song. The song is repetitive, but it's called Replay, so what do you expect? Funny, because replay is only said 20 times, which really isn't that much. I actually forgot to do the what word does this song remind me of, so I'll do that now, and I'll say satisfaction. Why? Because the guy calling wants satisfaction from the singer, and the singer is satisfied knowing that he wants that from her. So she's satisfied like, oh, he wants me. It's kind of an interesting dynamic. It's an interesting way to look. It's kind of flirty and lustful. And I guess you could say a little romantic in a way, but mostly lust, I would say. But yeah, is an interesting theme and an interesting story. So yeah, satisfaction is the word. So what are some potential problems with this song? Well, right away there's some backlash because people obviously compare the song to Fuego. It's going to be expected to achieve similar results. Many people are going to point out that because of that success, they thought reframing a similar song could get them up to the #1 spot. I don't know though. I don't necessarily hear Fuego when I listen to Replay. This might be me. I've had a lot of people compare songs that I don't see the connection. I see similarities, but I don't hear one in the other. I've also heard comparisons to David Guetta's Mad Love. Like this song is some kind of Frankenstein's monster between Fuego and Mad Love. Of course, when you have the same writer for Fuego and Replay, they might sound a bit similar and influenced from each other because it's the same people and that's the sound they like or try to go for, but to me they sound distinct. And I don't get the Mad Love references either. I listen to that song and I don't see that at all. Songs borrow off each other all the time. Still, the point I'm trying to make is that public perception, whether right or wrong, influences how people are going to vote. So that could be the difference between a win and a third place finish, for example. Fuego really had more of a distinct ethnic sound, where Replay has much more of a pop sound. Last year there were fans complaining about how bad Fuego was the first listen, and look where it ended up, second place. The comparison is inevitably going to be there, so there's going to be this dark cloud, or Fuego hype, that will always hang over Replay. I caught myself with air quotes that time. I'm trying to stop, I really am. Secondly, potential problems, this song lacks a big moment. It just does. I don't think there's any argument to make saying this song has a big moment. It just doesn't have a big moment, and that could hurt it. It's also hard to predict or judge how the song is going to do without a live version. On one hand, this genre will probably do very well at Eurovision, but as I mentioned, that also requires good staging. Tamta is not the dancer that Eleni is. Will she be able to take the stage and bring the show to life? That's why staging is so crucial. This song can fly with awesome staging, but it can also flop if the staging is uninspired and lifeless. Luckily, Cyprus has a very good team to run the staging, also the same team that did Fuego. So we'll have to see what's going to happen as Eurovision gets closer. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the performances and seeing what happens, because anything can happen with the song. So what is my personal numerical value on this song? I'm going to give this song an 8 out of 10. 8 points. It's a good, solid entry. I'm not in love with it. I think it's a good song that I could easily put on my playlist and just enjoy listening to. Kind of mindless entertainment a little bit. But I'm not in love with it like some of the other songs. It's definitely one of the second or third tier songs on my list. It's probably just going to miss out on my top 10. I'm thinking 11th to 14th is probably where it's going to be at for me, personally. It doesn't mean that I dislike it in any way, shape, or form. I think it's going to do quite well at the competition. It's just personally, there's other songs that I like better and other genres that I connect to. And I'm somebody who gets emotionally invested in the lyrics and instrumentation of the song, and while this one has some interesting dynamics, it's just not my favorite on the list. So I think an 8 is appropriate for how I feel. So what is my... is this a contender or a pretender to win Eurovision 2019? This is a contender, straight up. This could be one of the favorites to win Eurovision 2019. I still think Italy is the favorite. I think Italy has the designation of being the most likely to win, but I think this can keep up with Italy. There's songs that are making really strong cases, and that being Italy and Portugal and now Cyprus. And we're going to have to see what Russia brings, because Russia is ranked #1, even though we don't even have a song. So Sergei Lazarev, though, is a very good artist. I like his music, and I can't wait to see what he brings from Russia. But we're starting to get all these songs uncovered, and we can really start processing where they all fit. And I think Replay and Cyprus here will do quite well. It's going to depend on the staging, though. As I mentioned, the staging is an important key factor, and that's going to be what drives the song forward or holds it back a little bit. So this is definitely a contender to win the competition, not a dark horse. I think it's an outright contender. And to qualify, I think it's a sure thing to qualify. I can't see any reason why this won't qualify. It will have enough pop appeal to the judges because it would be radio friendly. So I'm sure the juries will be favorable of this song, but then the televoters are also going to vote for it too. So I can't see anything worse than a top 10 finish overall at the contest, and it's definitely going to qualify. So it is a contender all the way. It will qualify for the finals, and it should be top 10 in the final standings, I believe. Okay, let's look at Cyprus at Eurovision, my rankings versus the official results. So in 2015, John Karianis, one thing I didn't do, I had ranked at number 17, and it finished 22nd. This was a song that really grew on me. At first I kind of overlooked it, but I really enjoyed it after subsequent listens. 2016, Alter Ego, -1. This is probably my favorite Cyprus entry over the past 5 years. I had it number 9, and it placed 21st. A good rock entry. 2017, Hovig with Gravity. I also like this song. I did have it placed 28th, but that's just because of all the other songs. And it placed 21st. And then last year, Eleni Ferreira with Fuego placed 2nd, and I had it at 18th. As I said, I'm not a huge fan of pop music in general, but I can enjoy it from time to time. And Replay certainly is a good pop song. So we'll see how it does at Eurovision this year in 2019. Thank you for watching my review of Cyprus at Eurovision 2019. The season is really shaping up, and we're starting to get some heavy hitters in the contest now. So, yeah, let me know in the comments section, who do you think is going to win Eurovision 2019? I might start doing a Your Top List series where I ask for your top 10 and I add up the points and do that the next couple of weeks. I think that would be fun, so I might try to do something like that. Before, it would have required a lot more subscribers, and so we can get more participation, or I could also post on social media and forums for opinions too. So, but yeah, we might do that, something like that, asking opinions and doing your rankings of these songs based on your top 10s. I think those videos are fun, and I like doing stuff like that. So I might try to do that here in the next couple days. I've got some more reviews to knock out, and then we've got like Greece tomorrow and some other countries coming up. The legend Serhat is coming, so I'm deeply anticipating Serhat, the return of the man, the myth, the legend. I definitely really enjoyed his song in 2016 until they made it disco. I like the creepy other version, but so yeah, for now, Lethargic Sloth out.